And welcome back for your smart home security. I got a killer one here for you. Eufy, if you guys have not heard, these are the same guys that brought to you Anker stuff, Anker products. Fingerprint identification smart lock with built-in Wi-Fi, up to 1 year battery life. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. There is so many cool things that you could use and do, and you guys need to up your home security stuff. So these guys are great. Now, if you guys are interested in this, always shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. I have in the description below a link to this stuff with built-in discounts. So let's go ahead and come here to the camera and see exactly what it is that we get. So again, BHMA certified smart lock, touch, and Wi-Fi. I had the privilege and honor to talk to these guys at CES a couple years back, and these guys are great. These guys have good stuff. Here is your app. You're gonna just unlock. I've tested several of these things, and I'm very excited about this one because simplicity is a must. So it works with your Alexa device and also Google Assist. You can get this on your App Store or Google Play. So very easy. Now the unboxing on this thing, like this is super cool. It looks like almost like a fingerprint on this. So very nice. And I gotta say, this box is not light. It's actually, it has some weight on this thing for sure. So first thing you get here, just pull it up. Ooh, that's nice. This is actually very, very nice. Look, step 3, step 5. It gives you all the steps of what to do here. Now, of course, with this thing, it does look, even though this thing I was able to open up the box, open this guy up before you dig into this thing. You do get a user manual, and then you do get some stickers here so people know what it is that they're getting themselves into. Now with the user manual, it has all the steps to do. So what's included, how like the review, the product overview, I should say, front view, the rear view, how to get started, the installation process, and it breaks it down step by step. So very cool and nice. Now, as we are taking this stuff out, did want to show you guys here. Step 1 is right there. Step 2 is right there. Then you go on to step 3, which is going to be this one. Step 4, 5, 6. Actually, I should say 5 and 5 is going to be here together. So everything is really nice and simple, and all your parts are going to be in here. It tells you exactly what you get, and as you're pulling everything out the box, it's there. So of course, before we actually set this up, I'm going to put this and set it up so that way we can actually see exactly how it works. I'm going to take out step number 3 so that way you guys can see it. This thing does have some weight. This thing it definitely has some weight. This will go outside your door. And this is where you could put the code numbers. You could lock it. Now this on top will be your fingerprint. This is where you'll be able to set it up. With all this stuff, you're going to be able to use the app. This thing says cylinder can be rotated. Looks like it's just I'm not even sure exactly what this is going to be, but you can take it out and that's going to be exposed. So we are going to find out exactly what this is. And here's all the stuff here. Now with this thing, this is going to connect over to the other piece here, but obviously we're going through the steps here. You're going to connect that wire over here, and everything is going to be, this is going to be your inside plate. Now with here, you pop this thing off, put in the batteries in, and you should be good to go. Now this does have a lock, unlock. You could also lock it this side too. So could rotate either way. Kind of interesting here. So we're going to mess with that. And again, just very heavy duty. So let's go ahead and set this guy up. Okay, so here we go. Let's go with step 1. And step 1 has everything right here. This is going to be your bolt. Now, depending on the size of the door, when you do put this in, it's going to be this size. If you need it to be slightly longer, you're going to twist it, and this thing gets a little bit longer like that. So just put it in like this. You're going to be able to see the sizing right there. If it's too short, turn it out and then put it in, and that should give you the proper length of what you're looking for. Okay, so step 1 done. Very, very simple. Put it in and we are good to go. Now for step 2, you will get the striker plate. So for the frame, the outside frame, you're going to get this guy, and this guy just installs on the frame. Very, very simple. It's right there. And then if you want to do the reinforcer, this is the striker reinforcer. This is an optional one. So you could do 2 of them, so you have double the security there if you want. If you don't want to use them both, that's fine. With the strike reinforcer, you put this one first, and then you put this one last. You put this one on the outside. So if you want to use that, there it is. Now installing the exterior assembly, that's going to be step number 3. So all you got to do is just, you got to make sure this guy here goes through that black piece right there. So I'm going to do it on this other side. So there you go. That's exactly how it goes. This piece will go under, this piece will go through the black part, and it's supposed to look something like this on the other side. So that way you get an idea. So very, very simple to do that. Now step 4 is going to be installing the plate. Now this plate is fairly simple. All you got to do is you got to be sure this guy comes through here, and that post right here comes right down there. And then you're going to have 2 screws, one on each side. These screws should go directly across the side to the other one. So if you need to pull it a little bit forward, you can. And same thing with the other side. Just pull it a little bit forward and you're going to be able to see it. Now, just so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, these screws will go in through these 2 holes down here. And they're supposed to go through these holes right next to the lock here. So there's going to be one right here and one right there. Now, if for whatever reason this bracket here is not flush to the door, you could use this additional. This is option B. There's an additional little screw that you put here on the top, and this will help it keep it flush. Now, right below step 4, you're going to get some keys. So you get a set of, it looks like 5 keys for this door. So make sure you guys don't lose that. And then step 5 and 6 is going to be putting the interior assembly and then the battery. So first thing we want to do is pull this up just like this. We are going to grab this connector, which is going to go right there. And then this guy right here that's sticking out, that's going to slide right in here. Now we do get a couple screws. So 2 screws are going to go up here. The third one's going to go down there at the bottom. And then the next thing what you should do is before installing the battery is look at the lock. The reason why it goes the other way, it depends on how your setup is on your door. The way I have it set up is on this side. If I would have put this on the other side, I would have pulled it that way to lock it. So I am pulling it this way. And what you got to do is you got to move it back and forth a couple times. It's going to be a little bit stiff, just because, again, it's metal and it's been sitting there for a while. So it goes all the way over. And then once you're done, you could actually click it, push it one more time, and then it locks in. So pretty good. Here's the battery now. We're going to go ahead and install the last guy. And the cool thing about this battery, it looks like you could actually, it's a rechargeable battery here. So if you look at this here, this is, it looks like you just standard USB-A. Plug this in, you could charge this battery if it dies at any time. And I believe it's supposed to last about a year, so we'll look this up. Now, just push it in just like this. There you go. You get a little...
Welcome to Eufy Security. Please download the Eufy Security app to complete setup.
You get a little notification right there that says, thank you for installing it. So here it is. Here is the door. Now, before we do install the app, I know some of you guys are probably wondering about that key. So this thing right here, when you do slide it out, that's for your key right there. I know we were wondering what that thing was for. So here it is. You just slide your key right in. And there you go. So just move it all the way out. Now, again, when you do put this in for the first time, I would recommend just, practicing it going back and forth a couple times because it is a little bit hard. And then once you're done, just take it out, close it up. So for whatever reason, if this disconnects, you got a couple keys here to use. You also have that fingerprint. So all options. So let's go ahead and get that app and install it. Now, one more thing before you do that, there is a set button right there, a reset button, just in case you need to reset anything. And remember, this is from the inside of your house. So if anything were to happen, that's how you do it. All right, so we are going to come here to my phone, and just looking at the book here, it says Eufy. EUFY, and look at the symbol. That's how it's going to look like. You can connect this to your Alexa and your Google Assistant. So the first one that comes up here is going to be this one right there, that Eufy security. So I'm going to click on this. I already had it installed, so just going to update it and then open this guy up. So a couple things here if you want to read it. So home management, what you can do with it. A couple things. So I'm just going to hit explore more. And then from here, you just make your account. So let's just say you don't have an account here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on sign up, and you want to choose your region, and then create or put your email, a working email, and a password that you're not going to forget. So you're going to get a couple things like this. Just follow the on-screen instructions. Allow this to have access to this stuff on your phone, because anytime something happens, it's going to alert you. It's going to notify you. So just allow it. Okay, so now that you've gone through the verification, click on add device. Now what we do have is the smart lock with Wi-Fi. So just look for, there it goes, smart lock, touch, and Wi-Fi. There we go. Click on this, click on next. Again, follow the on-screen instructions while using the app. Now it needs to get the QR code. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point it here where the battery was at. And now I'm just gonna go through the on-screen instructions. It says here to long press the setup button until you hear a beep. There you go.
Ready to set up.
So you got to click on I heard the voice and then hit next while using the app. Go for it. Connecting with smart lock. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. So it's going to say I have closed the door and calibrated it. So I'm going to lock the door and I'm going to hit OK and then calibrate the lock. So now what it's doing is it's going to start doing its thing. Now, the one thing, this is very important here, after it says calibration complete, it says select the Wi-Fi. Please only use 2G. Don't try 5G. Don't try 6G. Only try your 2G. It's very important because that's going to be your longest range. So keep that in mind. Don't choose anything else. Okay, once you're done, smart lock is connecting to Wi-Fi. So just let it do its thing. So from here, you could name your lock whatever you want: front door, back door, garage door, attic door, basement door. So we're going to just call it front door just for the heck of it. You could set up a password. So this is going to be the password on the back of your lock. Once you do, hit next. Remember to continue. So you could set up your fingerprint. I'm going to set this later, but you could do that now and then done. So right now it says front door is unlocked. So you can see it is unlocked. So if I do click on this thing, it's going to say unlocked, and now I get an update for firmware. Always update it if you do see something like this. Okay, once it's done, you're gonna get an update successful. This thing might ding, might not ding, so just keep that in mind. Now here we go. We're gonna go and click on drag to lock. So I'm gonna drag it to lock, and there it goes. And it makes a nice little ding sound. That's kind of cool. And then just drag it down again. Instant. That's awesome. Manage access. When you do this, you could add different people. So you could add access to different people. Lock events. You can make sure, like anytime you locked it, you locked the door, unlocked the door, you could see everything that happened. If you go to the little gear icon at the top, you could do an auto lock. So every time it closes, it says, cool, I'm closed, lock it. Or you can leave it off. I don't want to lock myself out, so that's what I'm gonna do. One touch locking, wrong try connection, scramble code, lots of options here. Lock sound, if you want to turn that on or off or make it louder or softer, you can do that. Integration with doorbell, this is kind of cool. So you could integrate this with a doorbell so it can control it while you're watching from a camera. Very cool. Share the device and remove it. So I really like the response time. It's instant. Like the second I grab it and I drag it, it's very instant. So it's exactly how these doorbells should work. And yeah, I hope you guys appreciated this video. This was a really good one, really solid one. I love setting stuff up like this because it's great for my setting up your smart home. Now again, anybody interested on this stuff, hit me up, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. Try to hook you guys up with the latest and greatest stuff here. And yeah, once you have all this stuff set up, you like, sky's the limit. You can do so much with this stuff. I love home security, especially when it's the smart stuff, when you can look it up through your app and you're set all around. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys appreciated this video. Leave me a comment below. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.